Well, hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Logistics Executive TV. Today, I'm introducing and interviewing some very interesting folks from Oasis Africa, Australia. I'm joined here today by Oasis Africa Ambassador Lucy Kamau. Lucy, thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Thank you so much. And also down in Nairobi, Kenya, I'm joined by Karen Howe, who is one of the co-founders and directors of Oasis Africa, Freedom from Poverty Through Education, 8,000 kids plus educated since 2004. Karen Howe from Brisbane, now in Nairobi. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Asante sana. Great to be here.
Thanks, Karen. And Lucy, we have another guest here, one of your countrywomen.
My countrywoman here. So ni furaha yangu kumkaribisha Noelle Mirangi ambaye ni afisa wa ulinzi ya watoto. Karibu Noelle.
Asante sana. Asante sana.
Okay, Noelle, can you tell us about our young ladies and your role that you play for Oasis Africa and also in Kenya, because I know we have a lot of cultures. Can you just introduce to us what you do for Oasis and also for our ladies in Kenya?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Noelle Nyogani. I'm the Child Protection Officer of Oasis Africa. Basically, I deal with girls in Kibera slums, whereby I have to protect their rights and also protect their well-being while in school. So I deal with different girls from different cultures, and I just, it has never been difficult for me dealing with them, being that they all undergo the same problems in the slums, but I also respect their cultures. And I have to handle them as an individual and to handle them according to their cultures. I have to respect their cultures too. So there are lots of things that they undergo in the slums for the girls. For example, lack of sanitary towels, lack of proper education, lack of proper sanitation. So I have to check on their well-being so that they're comfortable in school and also in their education and in their daily lives.
Thanks, Noelle. Karen, perhaps for the folks on the audience today, you can give us a bit of a heads up to the background to Oasis Africa, and then I want to ask you a little bit about what you've been doing down in Nairobi with your husband, Ross, who's also one of the co-founders and directors of Oasis Africa Australia. But tell us a little bit of a snapshot in a minute or so, the formation of Oasis Africa, why it was formed and what it's there to do.
Thanks, Kim. So Oasis Africa was formed back in 2004. Kim Winter, Lolita, myself and Ross, we are sort of the co-founders. It was designed to basically provide freedom from poverty through education. So we're just working with kids from Kibera slum. At the moment, we work with high school and university students to allow them the ability to get an education in order to break the poverty cycle. If you can get a good education, you can get a job. You have choices, you have options. The ability for a child in Kibera slum to get a high school education is very, very difficult. So we provide the opportunity for some very, very smart kids to have their opportunity to shine. They are called to national schools. They are very good schools. So we provide their school fees to go to boarding school, but we also have term break workshops when the children are back at home. Jeff and Noelle run workshops to provide the non-academic life skills, social skill, personal skill options and upskilling and training that are creating really well-rounded human beings. We're getting school captains, school leaders coming out of the slum, which is all testament to the ability of the program as a whole.
Awesome. And you mentioned that you've got a number of children down there, or a number of our students there at the moment. Karen, what's the program you're running at the moment? You've been in Kibera with one of our major sponsors, Oni Group, one of the big partners for Google globally. They've been supporting us for well over a decade. We've had fantastic support from the likes of Maersk up here in Dubai. We've got the folks from Astral Aviation, the biggest cargo airline in Africa, Santi Gardia and his team. We were down there last year with Maersk and with Daryl Judd, one of the co-founders of Logistics Executive Group, bringing a lot of laptops down. How are we going in terms of the number of students that we've got currently out of the 8,000 that we've educated since 2004? How many have we got at high school or university at the moment?
Yeah, thanks. We currently have, at any one time, we'll have 40 students in the high school program, and we've got almost 100% success rate into university. So at any point in time, we'll have an additional 30 to 40 students studying in a tertiary capacity. So yeah, it's a really great program. We're in Nairobi at the moment because we've been hosting Oni Group, a team from Oni Group, and as you've said, Kim, they are incredible supporters of this program, and they've been running workshops, team building game days. We've been sharing meals with the students, and it's just been a really quality time to introduce them to the project firsthand.
Noelle, what type of challenges do you face?
I face a lot of challenges. First of all, dealing with the girls. When you go down into the slums, you really appreciate where you are right now, because there's so many challenges that they are going through, especially in terms of sanitation. And I really thank Oasis Africa for coming through and helping the girls get the sanitary towels that they use. They give out freely when they go to school. And that one has been a very big support from them, because most of the girls have challenges accessing the sanitary towels. It is very expensive for them, because at the end of the day, the parent will be like, should I get food or buy for you the sanitary towels? So I really thank Oasis Africa for coming through to help the girls. At the same time, one challenge that I've gotten while dealing with the girls, and also as a child protection officer, most of the girls go into drugs. But I've been able to curb that by giving them talks each and every time they come from school. We always have sessions whereby we talk about the dangers of drug abuse. Some of them also, you'll get them engaging themselves into early sexual activities. But I thank God, through Oasis Africa, we've been able to have these sessions, and our girls are coping up well.
Amazing.
The great thing about the workshops is when they come together, you have the network of the Oasis Africa students. They are very driven. They are very smart, but they create a new network of like-minded people. And rather than having negative peer pressure, they actually create an environment of positive peer pressure amongst each other to strive, to make good choices, to know that choices have consequences, and they become accountable to each other. So the Oasis network is really strong, and it's very powerful.
Fantastic. And
through the workshops, I really thank the Oasis Africa for our girls are never driven into the peer pressure. They know why they're in the scholarship, they understand their backgrounds, and they're really doing well.
So when I was down there last year, Karen, I managed to catch up with a number of our students. Quite emotional. Many I began to recognise, having met them at the age of 5 or 6 and not seeing them again until they're university graduates. So that was incredible, and I must say it was just amazing to see so many of those amazing young men and young women graduating through university. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we had a dinner with our university students and any of our university graduates who are now fully, full adults, either in employment or looking for employment, and to see when they enter the program as shy and uncertain and very timid children, to then come through the program and to be these amazing, confident, well-spoken, ability to speak in public confidently. It was a really wonderful experience. So to be having done this long enough to see, as you said, to see these kids grow up and come out the other end is testament to the program.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I also understand that many of the kids are also mentoring each other and just telling them how Oasis Africa has made an impact in their lives. Do you think the mentoring also helps the other kids to see it because they lead by example?
Yes. The mentorship program really helps because at the end of the day, these children also need a mentally upright condition for them to study well. So through the mentorship program, we are even able to teach them about their self-esteem. Coming from Kibera, one person might not be proud to tell that they're coming from Kibera because of the condition of the living. The living condition in Kibera. So we are able to talk to them about their self-esteem, and this has really helped them because at the end of the day, most of them become top performers in school. We talk to them about the peer pressure, and this one has also helped them because so far we've not had any cases of drug abuse or people dropping out of school.
Well, just as a bit of a heads up there for everybody, so Kibera slums in Nairobi, it's 4 square miles. It's got 1 million people in it. I think it's about the 5th largest slum in the world. It's where things started for Oasis Africa in 2004, and now we've got kids spread all around Kenya, full scholarships, all raised funds by individuals and companies, some of whom I've mentioned. And we just want to reach out and thank everybody for their support. It's been thousands of people have supported us through individual sponsorships and corporate sponsorships over the years. Totally non-for-profit. We really appreciate people like yourself and Jeff, who's the overall manager there in Nairobi. Noelle, thank you so much for all the work that you do. Karen, to you and Ross and the folks that are there from Oni Group, thanks for taking time this week to be in Nairobi. We look forward to getting down there again. Not surprisingly, Lucy's from Kenya, so it's going to be down there again soon. And we look forward to interviewing some of our remarkable students over the next few weeks. And Noelle, you're going to help us get some of those students and some of the young ladies who are spread high, wide and deep all around Kenya, and we'll be interviewing them in the recent weeks to come. Yeah. So thank you so much, Noelle. Karen, how can people get hold of us to continue to support Oasis Africa? What's the best way to contact us?
Yes, so our best way is via our website, oasisafrica.org.au, or via our LinkedIn, Oasis Africa Australia LinkedIn page. You can sponsor a child, you can sponsor the program. Any financial support is greatly, greatly appreciated because without that, we can't run these programs, which are life-changing programs for these students. Also, when we run workshops, we also run Zoom workshops, so anybody from around the world can join. So if you have an area of expertise that you can invest 20 or 30 minutes where you can talk to the kids about something that you are specialists in or passionate about, that is also an opportunity that we would greatly receive from you.
Fantastic. And we're also on LinkedIn. The team here at Logistics Executive Group have put a LinkedIn page together, Oasis Africa Australia, Oasis Africa Australia, LinkedIn. We're inviting people to come and join the community. The students are going to be joining as well, so people can get involved and talk about things with the students and share workshops, as you've said, and arrange those with you folks down in Nairobi, or when you're back in Australia, Karen, or with us here in Dubai. And look, we really look forward to continuing the community action that's going on. Fully non-for-profit organisation. Oasis Africa Australia is a registered charity in Australia, fully audited by the New South Wales government. Full voluntary work by everybody involved, and we look forward to doing those interviews again soon. Noelle, thank you so much. Perhaps, and Karen, and perhaps a lead out from you in Swahili for Noelle.
For both of you, actually. So this is, asante sana. Mungu awabariki, Mungu awaongezee nguvu na muendelee kufanya kazi mzuri. Barikiweni sana, baraka, baraka, baraka.
Amen. Asante sana.
Asante sana.
Karibu.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Logistics Executive TV.